Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian, and today I'm going to go over the college football championship, conference championship week that is about to occur. Some of those games are being played today. I'm doing recording this on a Friday, and of course, Saturday is when they are traditionally played, anyways. So that is where I will be doing some talking about too. Um, as of right now, actually, North Texas and Tulane are playing. Troy and James Madison, UNLV and Boise State, and Kennesaw State and Jacksonville State are playing. Um, Obviously, those conferences, while they are important and those are teams, um, that's not the ones most people realistically will be focusing on. So I'm not going to go too deep into them. I Tulane is beating North Texas. James Madison is beating Troy. Jacksonville State is beating Kennesaw State, and Boise State is beating UNLV at this time. So those, judging by the scores, I don't see those changing too much. But just so that's just so if you're watching this, you know where time frame I was recording this. But tomorrow is Saturday, December 6th, and that's when these big matchups are going to be taking place. And I'm kind of go over these a little more. Indiana and Ohio State. So obviously number one, number two in the nation as of this time. Um, Indiana's going to need Fernando Mendoza to step up if they want to beat Ohio State. Ohio State has beat Indiana like 30 straight times, so it is not likely that they beat them, but you never know. And I think most people realistically would like to see Indiana win, but that's not to say that, you know, Ohio State doesn't have its they do. They have a ton of fans and rightfully so. They are the number one team in the nation for a reason. So, I think personally I would like Indiana to win, not just because the Michigan Ohio State thing, but more just because I think kind of, shake things up, a little bit of a fresh face. But either way, that hopefully it's a good game, and both teams show out, and realistically, if it's a close, high scoring but close game, you may actually not see any changes in the rankings significantly. If Indiana was to lose, what drop like the 3 or 4? So I don't see that being a huge difference, but it should be a good game. So looking forward to that. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. At 4 p.m. Eastern is Georgia and Alabama. Um, Realistically speaking, I think Georgia wins the rematch, but Alabama is a solid team. So it's still going to be, it's still going to be a tough game. However, I think Georgia has learned from their previous experience with Alabama, and it would definitely not surprise me if they were to pull this one out and win in solid fashion. I think Kirby Smart is a good coach. I think he's a smart guy, no pun intended. I think he handles that really well. So, um, then at another 8 p.m. game is Duke and Virginia. Not terribly excited about this, if I'm being honest. Duke is like something like 7-5, something like that. Um, they're there, but I think Virginia wins, and B, no matter who wins the ACC this year, it's I don't see them going very far given the level of competition that is currently in college football. So, and this is no disrespect to Duke or Virginia, but they're just not up to they're just not on par with someone like Indiana, Ohio State, and that's just sometimes how it is. So, I think Virginia wins that one, but I don't know that they go very far in the playoffs. So, 12 p.m. BYU Texas Tech. Now that's going to be an interesting game. If you follow college football, now you know early in the season BYU lost to Texas Tech pretty emphatically. Um, I don't know. Let me say, unless BYU really learned a good lesson and they really have done some studying, I don't know that they beat Texas Tech, even in you know, again, I really don't. I think Texas Tech still is the better team here. I really do. Um, it's not that BYU is not a good team, but I think they just don't have what it takes, like, just firepower-wise to beat Texas Tech. I don't know that their defense is as good as Texas Tech. It's not to say BYU is a bad team because 'cause they're not. They're a really good team, and their only loss was to Texas Tech. So they obviously they beat all their opponents that were in front of them. That's really all you can do. So, but I think Texas Tech wins that because I just think they're a better team. That's all. And like I said, it's not no disrespect to BYU, you know, good kids. They come out to play every week and they try. So I think next year BYU is gonna be even better. So that maybe they'll be able to kind of progress further next year. Um, and we also have the MAC championship tomorrow at 12 p.m. Miami, Ohio, and Western Michigan. If you're a Maction fan, go team, go. Don't care. Not even gonna pretend like I do. But Western Michigan would be nice to win, but not even gonna really pretend. So, but that's it for conference championship week. Uh, so I just to kind of rehash this. Indiana, Ohio State. I hope Indiana wins, but Ohio State is still just excellent team. No way around it. Georgia, Bama. I think Georgia wins that. Uh, I think the rematch goes to Georgia, but once again, it's Alabama. They're a good team. Um, Duke and Virginia. I think Virginia wins that. I just think they're the better team, just overall, and but I don't see them either team playing. Doing anything after this. BYU, Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech wins that rematch again. But yeah, I could very well be wrong on all these. I have a tendency to do that. And then of course of my Ohio and Western Michigan. I think Western Michigan wins that, but once again, don't really care that much realistically. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody, and I hope you all enjoy this great week of football coming up, and or great weekend of football coming up. Sorry, and hopefully, as all this kind of plays out, the chaos plays itself out, the playoff committee can put in the right teams in the right places. Um, I think there are teams that unfortunately gonna get left out, but this upcoming week we'll kind of be able to see, and I'll probably have some content out about that. But anyways, everybody have hope you all have a great weekend and take care. Peace.